Hi everyone, Kalli Wilson here. Welcome to the Silver Mastery Program. This particular video is going to talk about strategy and structure for silver. And this is absolutely crucial that you know exactly what you're creating. I've seen and worked with a lot of different people in doTERRA, and I found that the most successful people visually know exactly where their organization is on any given day. And so when they're recruiting or enrolling, they know, and they're not haphazardly placing people everywhere in their structure or enrolling everyone frontline to them. They know clearly, oh, this is the next step for me. This is the next person I'm looking for. And this is exactly where they go. So let's talk really quickly about the silver structure, because I want to make sure you know exactly what you're creating so you can hit rank quickly and more easily. So I love whiteboarding. I've been whiteboarding since the very, very beginning. I like whiteboards because I can see every day when I get up and I'm in my office what I'm working with, right? And so I recommend getting a whiteboard. This one actually is huge. It's massive. It was from Home Depot, but it was only $14. But you can get whiteboards at Costco. You can get whiteboards pretty much anywhere. They don't have to be very expensive, but when you're building bigger organizations, you need a bigger whiteboard, so plan accordingly. So let's start with a silver structure. Now I'm going to put myself here at the top, right? So this would be me. And then when you are building a silver structure, basically you need underneath of you 3 elites, right? So this leg needs to do 3,000 in OV in 1 month. This middle leg needs to do 3,000 in OV in 1 month. And this leg needs to do 3,000 OV and hit elite in 1 month. So collectively, your organization will be doing 9,000 OV. Okay? Now again, some legs could be heavier than others, but that's what you're shooting for, is that volume distributed very evenly between those 3 legs. Now, one thing to remember is there is a difference between where you place business builders and where you place product users. And so when I'm forming any structure, this front line here is prime real estate in your business. It's huge. And so you've got to make sure that you place the right people in the right places so that you can set yourself up for long-term success. And so when I'm looking for business partners, some of the things that I do is I pre-qualify them. I write exactly what I'm looking for. And when I'm looking and recruiting and interviewing people to partner with me, I'm looking for the cream of the crop. And so one of the things that I did when I started my business is I thought, well, if I want to be a diamond, I need diamond quality leaders on my front line. And so I wrote who I was looking for. I want powerful, influential, inspiring people who are agents of positive change. And I was so clear on that. And I also want people who are capable and committed. Right? Isn't that important? Capable of running an organization, capable of managing a business, capable, even if they're not perfect right now, they're capable of learning how to teach classes, how to enroll, how to share. They're capable of mentoring and helping other people progress. And I've learned that some people don't have that naturally doesn't come to them. It's not to say that it can't be developed, but I'm really trying to look for people that are coming more qualified. I'm also looking for people that are committed, who want to partner with me. I don't want to do desperate. I don't want to chase people. I'm looking for people who are coming to me saying, what's my next step? How can you help me with my next business step? And so I'm looking for people who are committed. They have time. They're willing to invest. Even if it's 5 hours, they can work with me just fine. And that's why I'm looking for these key positions. So as you go through your structure today, you look through your, log into your account, click on detailed genealogy, look who's there, and start to ask yourself, are they committed and capable? Do I have those leaders in place? And if you don't, then that's your homework, right? So maybe let's take an organization and say, okay, I do have right now in my structure, I'm going to go ahead and erase those. I have a girl named Tiffany, and Tiffany is awesome. She wants to teach classes. She's enrolling people. She's talking to me every day, texting me. She's a great builder, and as I've talked to her, she definitely wants to build. And so that's awesome. We have Tiffany in place. And then, you know, you're looking at your other structures and you're going, well, I do have someone here kind of, but they're more of a glorified product user. I'm not sure if they're a builder yet. And I definitely don't have someone in my third leg. And that's really common, you know, right after you hit elite. Okay, so basically, you know, you usually can identify as you're interviewing, working with your upline, at least one person, hopefully, that can build. If not, you've got some work to do. Work with your upline, help them, and have them help you recruit your business builders, okay? So if this is all I have is Tiffany, I'm gonna go ahead and write in red, this is where I need people, right here. And I generally write who I'm looking for. And so, you know, here I would love someone who is an entrepreneur, you know, maybe it's a couple and they have a background in natural health. You know, all those things could be good. You know, maybe right here it's, oh, I would really love to have a family leg. And so my sister is a possibility. Maybe she's a nurse, or maybe she's a stay-at-home mom, but has some leadership skills that I could foresee her being able to utilize here and become really successful. And she's been telling me. Anyway, so I'm kind of writing some ideas of who I'm going to ask. Now, another thing that I'm going to be doing is building out my power of 50 structure if you haven't yet. And so you're definitely actually going to want to add a couple product users on your front line for insurance, because in order to, again, hit our power of 3 structure, I have to have 3 people running at least a 100 PV LRP every month, and collectively between these leaders and those, that power, it has to be 600 PV. And so generally when I'm working with business builders, I ask them, can you commit to 150 PV every month? And if I do that, and myself and these 3 are doing that 150 PV instead of the 100 PV, it sets off all of these triggers and you get your bonuses quicker. And so basically that's how I start to whiteboard my structure. There's more to learn here, but I think that's probably good for now. Go through your structure, write it out, let's see what you have, fill it out as much as you possibly can. So here's Tiffany here. Maybe Tiffany actually has now, you know, 3 legs potentially, and she's hitting her power 50. So that means I'm getting myself set up for my 250. You know, maybe I have a potential person here. So, you know, Sarah is on my front line. I need to have a conversation. She might be able to fill that spot, and so forth. So you're looking at your structure, you're whiteboarding every day, going, where do I have holes, and then what's going to be my next step? And generally, as I'm looking through every leg, you know, I'm writing what I want to attract in that position, and then I'm actually writing down too, what am I going to do? So for this spot, you know, this week, I'm really going to focus on contacting 5 new people and interviewing them about the business. I'm going to call my upline. Maybe you have an upline gold or diamond or silver close to you. And rather than just doing this on my own because I'm still learning, I'm going to see if my upline can do a lunch appointment with me or do a 3-way call to start interviewing these builders. And then I also, you know, don't want to just stop my business and stop sharing. So I'm going to, again, share oil samples. So for this particular leg this month, I'm setting myself up for elite. I'm going to go ahead this week and pass out 10 samples, because who knows, you know, those 10 people could come back and a couple of them could say, I'm ready to order, or gosh, my sister, you should talk to her. She could be amazing at this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to make sure that I have the activity to support creating this volume and moving closer towards it. I hope this was helpful for you. Let's make sure that you, again, can see your structure and that everyone that you have on your organization is here. So you can, again, see what you're dealing with. You can calculate where you are with your volume, and go silver. Okay, thanks everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.